Using a dynamic display device. A dynamic display electronic communication device is a portable touchscreen computer with specially designed software that displays communication themes in cells on a grid. Individual cells within each display or page may contain words, symbols, or letters. Speech is generated when cells or sequences of cells are selected. The dynamic feature refers to the user's ability to change the displays. Dynamic display devices can be operated with direct touch or by a switch, or even by using an eye scanning device to select a cell. This is Brooke and Jenna. They will demonstrate the pros and cons of using a dynamic display device for communication. Jenna is one of Brooke's aides. First, let's talk about how they met.
Brooke, are we going to talk about how we became friends? Okay. So when 2 years ago, you had an ulcer in your stomach, right? And you were in the hospital for 2 months. Is that right? Or 1 month? 2 months? Okay. And when you came home, I took care of you. And we did your medicines and your IVs. And we changed your G-tube, right? And then slowly over time you got better. And then after that, every summer I kept taking care of you. Up until now. And now we're awesome friends, right?
Brooke has cerebral palsy. This means it's difficult for her to speak. She can communicate yes and no answers, but it's not possible for her to speak in sentences. Jenna and Brooke have created a page on Brooke's Dynavox that Brooke can use at doctor visits. The Dynavox helps Brooke ask questions and communicate detailed information to her doctor about her health.
Okay, so you're going to see the doctor for your G-tube, right? Has it been bothering you? Okay, when has it been bothering you? Can you answer me on your Dynavox?
Afternoon.
In the afternoon?
Okay. Why?
When I talk to her during the day or whenever I'm with her, it's just like a regular conversation. At first, I used to have to think about rephrasing all of my questions, all of my statements to fit yes or no answers. But if you give her choices, she will nod for no and she'll say something like, hey, or she'll make a noise for yes. We haven't been using it at home, but she likes to talk on the phone a lot. So we put a folder into here that is called Phone and Friends, and we usually when her friends call her, when I call her, or when anyone calls her, they have to ask her yes or no questions. On here, she can actually ask them questions and say statements and not just yes or no.
Brooke learned how to use her dynamic display device at school with the help of her speech therapist and her school district's augmentative and alternative communication team.
One good thing about Brooke is that she has a really good memory. And because her vision's not that great, where she can look at the page, she has to rely on her auditory memory for information. And so these scan, and when they scan, she has to know pretty much what's on each line for her to be able to get to the clicker in time.
Brooke's speech therapist recognizes that the Dynavox is just one tool among many to help Brooke communicate.